Fashion Forward, day 2. We saw 3 shows today, first of which was Hemacool. Pastels, everyone is doing pastels. When the first pieces came out, my thoughts were simple, pretty. Personally, not enthralled. And it was pretty much high street. I love the embellishment. In particular, I really like that use of silver. I've no idea how it was done, but I really want to find out. The fabric of that, it made you want to go and touch it. You wanted to go and feel it in your fingers and see what it was made from. And that was a delight to have that reaction just sitting there, watching it come past. I think the use of embellishments was really good generally, and there were things in there that I've now started to recognise and good to see. And the thing that I thought stood out about them was they made it feel really fine. They made it feel really delicate. And I haven't seen that until that show. The other thing that struck me was I'm seeing a lot of very fine layers. 2 or 3 really fine layers, one on top of another. And I feel like I've seen that a few times in the past couple of days. Now, is that a trend for the season? Is it that they are very good at spring-summer? The verticals of it gave great height to them. Whether that was because of the vertical panel, didn't work every time. The blue vertical over the shorts, you could see an uncomfortable model in that. But on the whole, those verticals really worked. And the other thing that I noticed about this set in particular was these felt like fabrics that had been specifically designed for this designer for this season. So there was nothing out of a wholesaler's here. Not the colour, not the raw material itself, and that specificity is something I've been waiting to see. Rima Al Canal. I loved the fabric. The amount of effort that went into such simplicity was evident from the minute the first model walked out. I won't say that I loved everything about the show. There were things that bugged me. I did get bored of the bows, but I loved the layers. And this was a really good example of where somebody had pared it down and edited and looked again, and they'd done it all with such unassuming fabrics. So the confidence that it takes to reduce it that far and yet know that it's got a strength to it, for me is a sign of maturity. There have been some excellent panel discussions and presentations. For me, Nanette Lepore was absolutely bang on the money. It was a really relevant presentation. The question of how you do things locally, how you manufacture, and how you build that community around the designers so that you've got all the supply you need is highly relevant. I would say that Dubai has those suppliers.